thing that I really like about this book, Hot Pants, is that it has this chart inside on page 10. It's a foot massage chart, and as you can see, the inside of the foot, inside of your ankle, is connected to your bladder, womb, prostate, penis, pelvic region, rectum. So hang out on those spots, like whenever you're PMSing or you're constipated maybe, or any kind of ailments. It's actually also the outer ankle, close to the bone right here. All of these areas, when you massage them, you want to do like direct pressure for a minute to 5 minutes. It's going to hurt because you're tender there, because you're probably going to start your period. There's a lot of tension in your uterus. So these are good areas to work on when you're about to get your period or on your period. You stay away from these points when you are pregnant in the first 6 months, 7 months. Towards the end of the pregnancy, you can work on these to help stimulate labor. Some methods of natural birth control that have been effective that I've tried from this book are on page, let's see, okay. Well, one of the main ways that I do natural birth control is I use a cervical cap. It's a rubber cap that is inserted all the way to the top of the vagina, which is the cervix area. It kind of suctions onto the cervix completely, and it's a barrier method. It's all natural. It's not hormonal. And what it does is no sperm can get into your pussy, like into your uterus. It can hang out in your vagina, but it won't go into your uterus, so you can't get pregnant. So that's one method. It's very rare now. It used to be a lot more popular in the 70s, but it was a bit too empowering. No one makes money off of it because each cervical cap can last 10 years. You just take it out, wash it, let it dry, use it when you're going to have sex. You put it in 2 hours beforehand, and you can leave it in up to 3, 8 days, however many days you want to leave it in. Usually about 8 is a good time to take it out. You don't want to be menstruating when you use a cervical cap because it doesn't have enough space to catch all your blood. So that's one way. Yes? Cervical cap. The only place I've been able to find them is at the Progressive Health Center in West Hollywood. There's a woman named Suzanne Gage, and she actually drew all the pictures in this book. She's been like a hardcore feminist, nurse practitioner, acupuncturist, massage therapist woman since the 70s. And she has her practice with her partner in West Hollywood and also in San Diego. This is the only place I've been able to find one. Progressive Health Center, I think. And cervical caps come in like 4 different sizes, I think. She measures you, and then find the best fit. She teaches you how to put it in. You have to put it in your pussy. Like, we gotta get over this fear of like putting our hands in our own pussies. I think a lot of women are like, oh, that's gross, or I'm gonna stink, or all this fucked up bullshit that's totally untrue about our pussies, okay? This is why it's not popular anymore, because we're so scared or grossed out by our pussies. We've been taught to think this way. But this is a really empowering way to have birth control is by using the cervical cap. Another way to create natural birth control is by making your vagina an acidic environment. One way to do that is to use lemon juice. Lemon juice is as effective as minoxidil-9, and it's non-toxic.
What about raspberry?
Raspberry leaf tea is a very smart herb that will fix female ailments the way it needs to be fixed at that moment that it's taken. So it can be like it relieves cramps, irritability. It's like a hormonal balancing herb. what I learned at this conference is that you can use it at any point in your pregnancy, and it'll do what it. No. Huh? Yeah. Really? Well, I think that. Right. I think it's not just red raspberry leaf by itself to cause a miscarriage. You have to combine it. Oh yeah, and her abortion, her natural abortion, yeah, there's natural massage, a lot of meditation, herbs, but it just wasn't one herb. What?
It's a combination.
To produce a natural abortion? Yes. There's a recipe here. If your period is late, there's a whole concoction of herbs you can take to make your period come on. There's different reasons for being late: stress, malnutrition, overworking the body, pregnancy. If you know your cycle well enough, then you can prevent pregnancy. You just really have to know your fertility and like when you're doing things. Makes sense. Yeah. Safe for what? Yeah, it's safe. You can feel sick from doing it, but you're not going to die. Yeah, I did, one time I was late, and I did the reflex zones, and I did pure blue cohosh root tincture for like probably about 4 to 6 days. In the last few days, I felt really sick because what blue cohosh root does, it relaxes your smooth muscles, which is, they're everywhere. Like, and smooth muscles is what your uterine muscles is made of. So if you're relaxing those to a crazy extent with the herb, it'll release anything within it. So if something's implanted on the lining, it'll let it come out. So. I really have what? Kidney damage? Well, no kidney damage is necessarily permanent. The kidney will regenerate itself. And you can, if you feel like you have a weak kidney already, then you can take herbs to strengthen your kidneys while you're using blue cohosh root, black cohosh root. Yeah. Yeah, I like questions, you guys. This is cool. If you guys want to ask more, anything else? That's great. So how do you guys like the information so far? Is there anything you guys are curious about, want me to expand on?
I have a question.
Sure.
Are the herbs like hard to find to grow yourself, like all the tea and stuff?
You know, I'm not sure because I've never tried to grow anything myself. So, I recently had a client trying to abort naturally, and she had a hard time finding some of the herbs, but she eventually found like her own concoction that worked for her, and it took her. The moment she was aware was 2 days after her period was due. So she started taking her herbs 2 days after her period didn't come. And she took them for about, I think, 6 to 8 days. And she began to menstruate. Let's see. How long have I been talking for? It's 1:30. Who the fuck talks about this at 1:30 for me?
The aphrodisiacs, do they just like increase the blood flow through your body so they kind of pump your circulatory system?
Conquer what? there a specific aphrodisiac you want to know about?
I'm just curious what it is to them, so I'm wondering like if that's what makes them potent is that they
What page is that on?
page 33.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like they're more like blood.